Brook Experimental Forest in New Hampshire, and I'm talking to Professor Pam Templer of Boston University, who's doing a very interesting experiment here. You're simulating a warmer world. Sounds like something out of Star Trek. Why don't you tell us how that works?
So what we're doing here in the woods not far from here is we are simulating what the world is going to look like in the next couple hundred years. So we have some forest plots that were warming in the growing season, so basically to look at how these trees will respond to warmer temperatures. But we also know that in a warmer world we're going to get less snow in winter, and since snow acts like an insulator, just like a nice thick blanket, without snow the soils are more likely to freeze. So we're looking at that interaction between warmer soils in summer and colder soils in winter, and how that affects the trees and the soils around them.
And it's a 5-year experiment, and you're probably going to do warming for 3 years?
That's right. So we established the treatments last summer. So we buried almost 4 kilometers of heating cable in the ground within these forests. And right now we're considering this our baseline year. So we're just looking at how the trees settle down over that big disturbance. And then starting next winter, we're going to start our winter treatment of removing snow. And we'll turn on the heaters the next summer. And so we'll be able to do that for about 3 years with this current grant, and look at the response each year to it.
I know you don't have the results yet, but what do you expect to find?
Good question. So my guess, and it'll be interesting to see what we actually find, is that in the plots where we're just warming the soils in the growing season, is we're going to see a positive growth response of the trees. So they're likely to grow better because there'll be more nutrients available, and perhaps they'll take up more carbon through photosynthesis. And what we think might also happen is that in our other plots where we've grown them, we've warmed them in the growing season, but we take away snow in the winter, we might see an offset. So the damage caused by soil freezing in winter might actually reduce the productivity gains that we see from warming in the summer.
This is climate science in action. It's great to see what you're doing here.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor.
Thank you.